Here's what's interesting about Pinetwork. They do not have an actual cap. It's UOB on the background, guys, in the background doing this. Has nothing to do with Pinetwork. Nothing to do with what this guy says is actually correct.
Fellas, I've brought you another big news. It's about what BitBoy, one of the most popular and successful crypto influencer, just did with Pinetwork. Some days ago, I dropped the first part, and fans has been asking me to release the second part. So fellas, here's the second part.
Background doing this has nothing to do with Pinetwork. Nothing to do with what this guy says is actually correct. But the fact is that this has nothing to do. He says the actual price of pi is in cents. We don't know that. No one knows. No one knows what the supply of pi is. No one knows. So they don't have, here's the cap, is once they lock in 100 million users, okay, now if it gets listed on exchanges, now that their mainnet is going to be launched, then there might be analytics that show you how many there are, but there's no max, okay? What they said is 100 million people, once they KYC, and those people mine, that's the total number of coins, right? You have no idea how many of the coins that have been distributed to user accounts with ones and zeros, not real coins, okay? We have no idea how many of those people are going to actually KYC. So what I'm saying is the actual number of tokens that make it to the mainnet, it may only be 10% of the total amount of coins that are in users' accounts now. The rest of those coins, they go away because those people didn't KYC. They disappear. So to say you know the value of this network or of this coin is idiocy. It's literally the lowest IQ that you can have. It's taking, I've described it a lot. Like when I would watch people talking about the FTX scandal, I use this. It's like people it's like you take 10 people and you move them into a dark room that you cannot see at all. Like you literally cannot see in front of your face. A voice comes over the intercom and it says, hey, can you guys please describe the piece of art on the wall? They have no idea what it looks like. And people can just start talking like, oh, I think I kind of see it. I think it's this. I think it's that. However, if one of those 10 people had walked into the room first with a light on, they would be able to know how to describe it. But that's not reality. The reality is nobody knows. It's like a dark room. Nobody knows. Hey, can you put my Pi link in there? Go to my Pi video that I made on Saturday night and pull the link from there.
Yeah, well, this is what I was going to say. I think Corey has a decent take on it, where it's like they're making bank. This project's definitely making bank on those video ads or whatever, but who cares? Like, if it turns into something, I'm here for it, is basically what he said. So yeah, you might lose a little information if you share it with them or something like that, but that's pretty standard. But it could be nothing, but if it works out, it could be.
Well, you know what? Somebody said in the chat, they said, why are you defending Pinetwork so bad? But I want to go to this tweet, okay? I want to go to this tweet because obviously I don't think you guys understand the state of what's going on in the world, okay? When you come here and you look at this, let's see if I can find my tweet here. Let's see. Where is it?
Is there any news on when the mainnet might launch? Or
it's soon, I believe.
But no real definite date or
no. Let's see. Okay, here it is. When you figure out why so many people are rabid about Pinetwork, you realize why crypto is so important to leveling out the financial system. Do you get it? Do you get it? Why are people so rabid about Pinetwork? Because they're able to use their own resources, not put money in, and have a stake in crypto. That shows you the desperation of the dream that people have. Because our financial system is so uneven, led by people like Kevin O'Leary. And let me tell you, when you guys find I found the smoking gun. I got the smoking gun, guys. I got it. I got the smoking gun on Kevin O'Leary. When people understand what we're going to put out with the evidence of Kevin Leary and probably in the next 4 to 6 weeks, I'm not going to give you exact date on it. You're going to understand why the system is so uneven. You're going to understand it. People are able to use their phone and mine something that takes a click a day. I don't watch the ads. Do you know what I do? I go click the ad. I go click the mine button. I've been doing it for years. And I just go to a different app while the video plays. I don't even watch the ads.
Which
Sorry, Pinetwork.
The recent one or the older one?
What?
You said the link to Pinetwork, the one from the other day or the one
It's
from...
all the same. It's all the same.
What do you mean? You did a video last week and you did a video 2 years ago. Which one?
The invitation code. In the
you just want the link.
Yeah, put the invitation code.
Gotcha.
If people want to mine it. If you want to mine
to
it for free, it's no big deal. And look, it may turn out to be, I can tell you this, it's not going to be a scam. I can't say it for 100%. It's going to be regulated in the United States. That's why they've been scrambling, I believe, to cover their tracks with these unauthorized listings. So they're trying to say, we had nothing to do with this because it's going to be regulated in the United States. It's a California company, okay? So I can't promise you it's going to do I'm not telling you you're going to make money on it. I'm going to tell you you're going to be rich on it. I'm not telling you that. I'm just telling you it's been around for many years. They've been working on it. We've tried this mining on the phone system before with Electronium, and it was terrible, right? It sucked. We've had plenty of other places that have tried it, and nobody's got it right yet. There's an opportunity for someone to get this right, and it might be them, it might not. But to make judgments on it based upon what some exchanges did, I think that's really not smart. That's not smart. Unless we find out. Now, I will say this. If we find out that the team had tokens and sent them into the exchanges, that would be a whole different story. But I don't think that's what happened at all. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Pi Bridge utility token Wrap Pi goes live on BNB chain. Interesting. Something like this I would stay away from. I would stay away from a wrapped version of this coin. The Pi Bridge utility token Wrapped Pi has launched as an intended bridge between Pinetwork and BNB chain. The token is open for trading on PancakeSwap and is being tracked by CoinMarketCap. The token is currently trading at $4. Might be a better representation of...
Simply because they are tired of waiting. Some people have been mining Pi for over 2 years. They've accumulated thousands of Pi coins, so much so that if the coin reaches the mainnet today and it starts trading, even if it's $1 per Pi, they'll still be millionaires in dollars. Some people have over 20,000 Pi coins accumulated that have already migrated into his or her mainnet. Take myself, for example. I have accumulated about 17,000 Pi coins. So many people are now tired of mining and they said enough is enough. So today I'm here to give you guys a little heads up and hope, or let me call it good news. I'll show you guys a few of the locations and sites where you might be able to use your Pinetwork coins at mainnet, including a variety of stores, malls, which some of them are physical. This is where you will be able to use these currencies when the time comes. Ladies and gentlemen, I've put in a lot of work to bring this important info to you. All I need from you guys is to show a little love by clicking the like button and also subscribe if you haven't done that already. With that being said, let's dive right in. To start with, you can boost your individual mining rate through diverse contributions such as Pi lockups, app usage, node operations, and more. As a result of this, it's significantly lower than it was last month, indicating that many more users joined the network in July. I have more news for you. The main team members were recently interviewed by CNBC, and they essentially did an interview and explained what the initiative was. It was quite intriguing when Dr. Nicholas Kokala said that one Pi coin was worth exactly what the community desired it to be worth. And you'll probably be able to look elsewhere on YouTube to discover this. If I get a link for it, I'll leave it in the description of this video below for your convenience. Let's jump right into the shopping website, which this video is all about. We are currently on the first website. Of course, I'll drop all their links in the description below. This has a lot of tabs, homes, international bars, computer software, sports, outdoor activities, and video games. This website is called Pi Market. Now let's click on price and see what happens. Yes, this is it. English and Chinese versions. Right, let's look then, shall we? Okay, let's look at the Pi currency hotspot area's consensus price trend. They list their own prices on this page, which appears to be a consensus price, so that's all right. They actually had their own consensus prices for what appears to be 2020. Thus, this isn't a consensus price update video. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, back then they were still averaging between $5 and $6 and $11. So consider how much it might be right now. However, there is a healthy Pi market. It does have a separate price section, however it is out of current. So let's begin. Use the airdrop token. Right, from what I can see, that is an advertising. What more do we have inside? Everything is essentially the same. The first P moral in history was a pineapple ad, which had its own government and equal token. Therefore, they introduced their own token. Okay, that's intriguing. So, is this a true global shop barter? Is this really a shopping website, or is it more of a news page? Okay, parts of a computer. Here we go then. So yes, it is clear that the price is not truly provided. Although the prices may not yet be available, RAM will be available for purchase. Click on this now. Click on the RAM now. Therefore, we have some DDR for RAM running at 3600 MHz. Does it actually display the price in Pi at this point? Yet, it doesn't. It appears that they do not yet have prices listed on the website. I'm positive I noticed some prices here. Perhaps they altered it. Where is the fan store? Here we go then. See, there is a cost. That makes the value of this Wilson GST leather game football 729 Pi. We're progressing, I guess. Viral insecurity. Okay, so this is a two-piece set of rechargeable bike lights. For 10 Pi, a floating LED lantern flashlight. Switch for Nintendo. Okay, for the DualShock 4 wireless controller for the PlayStation 4, there are 69 Pi. Okay, I'm not sure what that is in the Nintendo Switch section. The remake of Final Fantasy 7.50 Pi is the PlayStation 4. The dual motor feedback G29 gaming racing wheel from Logitech. It's a decent rating wheel. I have applied this. It's 50 Pi. Only 8 Pi makes up a red Xbox wireless controller. Interesting. It goes without saying that I don't believe you can purchase these at this time. They appear to be anticipating the arrival of Open Mainnet just as many other models are. However, several of them are currently preparing to go live on the closed mainnet. But go check it out, I say. Obviously, you should conduct your own research. No monetary guidance is offered for these websites. Make sure to conduct independent research. The Pi Barter Mall comes next. This is an online store where you can use Pi coins to pay for a variety of physical and digital goods. The Pi browser is a crucial step in your trip through the Pi network if you haven't already. I'll start my example by opening my computer and browsing to the Pi Chain Mall website. When the home page loads, you will see something similar. Please be aware that the website has not yet been formally released and that it is unable to connect to the Pi network because the Pi Team stick is still not available. Now permit me to use the Pi Network browser to enter the same page. After it starts, you'll see that it loads the website properly, unlike how it would appear on an ordinary computer. Since we are already here, allow me to briefly tour the online shop. The store is now showing categories from several nations. The Pi Barter Mall will be the next store I highlight. You may also have noticed that a variety of goods, including clothes, jewelry, cell phones, fragrances, and wine, are already lined up for purchase with the Pi currency. Having your order delivered to you from anywhere in the world is the best part. You can also make a payment using Pi as you might have imagined. Therefore, early adopters should prepare for the appearance of these applications and several additional shops similar to these ones at the Pi network marketplaces, which will only be accessible through the Pi browser. We are currently counting down to the official release of the Steed Icon API by the Pi team, which will allow marketplaces and other ecosystem-friendly dApps to connect with the Pi network blockchain. Let me briefly demonstrate how the Pi network browser's marketplace functions. When you visit any of the marketplaces, choose the item you want to purchase and then use Pi as payment. You must sign in before you can click on Shop. Your wallet will be linked to the marketplace during this sign in procedure, and you will then be prompted to choose a region. However, try to avoid losing your Pi to scammers and persons who claim to be in a position to buy your Pi coins in the interim. I will be supplying more fundamental information about how the marketplaces will function with your Pinetwork browser and the Pinetwork wallet if you pay close attention by subscribing to my channel. Be wise. Be prepared. The optimum time to click the notification button if you haven't already done so is now if you want to be notified whenever a new video is uploaded.